I'm in Susan's studio, my wife, and we're going to do some drawing. And I'm going to go over just a few methods right now of just all kinds of different strategies that you can use to try and get your proportions correct. So first let's talk about vertical and horizontal alignments. Okay, that's probably the most important part of drawing, is lining things up and down and straight across. I want to find something, say we've already drawn the face out, okay, and that's all correct. Now what we'll do is we'll measure everything else off of the face that is going down, so that when I'm drawing it over here, say I have the head over here, and I have the lips here and the nose there, then I would just go here and I would go straight down and make a mark. And then I would do the same thing with, say, the hands. I'd find where the farthest finger out is on the ear, go straight up and down. So on my drawing, I would go to the ear, and I'd go straight down and make a mark there. And the same thing with all the things that line up. To make this a little less confusing, I want to show you what you're actually doing, okay? It's basically a grid system. What I would do is I would hold my arm straight out, okay? And you don't want to bend it, because then as you move it, it can come back and forward, and you'll actually lose your measurement. So it'll actually change what this will appear. So I hold this straight out from me. Now Maria's our model. I hold it straight out, and I'm looking at her, and I'm putting this at the very tip top of her head. And then I'm dragging this down to the chin. Now I'm going to measure the width. So starting from, say, her nose, tip of her nose, I'll have that be 1 unit here. And then out here comes right to the edge of the canvas. So then I'll go over here, and this is almost a square for the back of her head. And another unit out here, and that goes a bit off the paper. Well, we're going to do a little portrait here of our friend Ralph, who's been kind enough to be filming this. And what I'm going to do for you here is I'm going to do a brush and water and charcoal kind of demo. I'll squint down, and I'll get a little bit of the eyes. And you can work pretty wet for a long time, and then once this is just kind of for blocking in the large shapes. I like this because you can really mix your brushwork, really get some interesting brushwork, but then you'll also, once I go now into the other part, I get nice subtle drawing. I can mix it with the line. And then a really bright highlight from his eyeglasses right at the top of this here. All right. So now it's just like the painting or any of these quick sketches, or just slowly building this on here. Go up to his eyebrow. Got a really interesting eyebrow shape here. I'm just going to do this just like a quick sketch. Yeah, this happened because it got a little bit white, so I'm just letting that dry. A little bit wet, so I'm letting it dry so I can soften that up a bit there. And then just you can brush right into that stuff and soften some of those edges up. All right, I guess we're done here then. All right, let me sign this, and then we're finished. Finito. Yes, where should I sign this here? Sometimes these get lost when you spray it. That's right. Well, thanks for joining me for drawing. And in closing, I guess I should just say, keep drawing. There's no substitute to just doing hundreds and hundreds of these. As I've told a lot of students in the workshop class, the main difference between a beginner and a really famous, accomplished artist is that that famous accomplished artist has done a lot more bad drawings and paintings than you. So that's my words of advice, and just have fun drawing.